What's up, guys? Welcome to the full tour of the Royal Caribbean Adventures of the Seas. My name is David. I'll be giving you this tour. I did this cruise in 2019, so this is the fully renovated Adventures of the Seas. I'll do a few of the main features of this ship and go into detail. First, let's start with the Promenade. This is the center of the ship, and one of my favorite parts. It doesn't even feel like you're on a ship. The Royal Promenade has a lot of shops and restaurants, and if we look all the way up to the ceiling, it's really high ceilings. And these windows to the left and the right, they're actually bedrooms. So rather than surrounded by four walls, you actually have a window to look out of into the promenade. And there's different bars and different live music that you'll find on a regular basis. And here you'll find Ben & Jerry's ice cream as well as a coffee bar. There's plenty of things to do here in the promenade as well as eat. Here is the Cafe Promenade, which has snacks, sandwiches. You could get coffee, tea, and you don't even need a drink package. It's a nice vintage car. And the elevators are right here to the side. And here is a better look at the promenade. You get a better view from one deck above, and the elevators are clear. So here is another main feature of the ship. It's the main deck pool area. So this is Elvis week, so they had a bunch of Elvis shows going on. And here is another look at the kids area. A lot of fun to be had with the pools. I went on this cruise with my 5-year-old daughter and my 6-month-old daughter, and my 5-year-old had a really good time. There were plenty of things to do. So around the top of deck 13, there's a track. And if we look, this is us at Costa Maya, Mexico when we docked in. So really nice, beautiful waters. And the side of the deck, you'll see some nice checkerboards you could play. You could also play tic-tac-toe. And as we circle around and make our way back to the main deck, get by these wind barriers here, this is another view of the deck. So to the right, you'll see that's actually another ship to the side. So it kind of makes this ship look like it's bigger than it is. But here's just another view of the many pools that you have access to, as well as hot tubs. And over there, you'll see the pool bar, as well as plenty of lounge chairs to lounge on. And there's a lot of art on the ship as well, a lot of detail that I really like. And if we go up here, this will be considered deck 14. It's just a little deck where you could get some extra sunbathing and get a really nice view of the ship. And this is a great place to take pictures, also a great place to film YouTube videos. This channel is about traveling anywhere almost free by using credit cards and travel points. And this cruise we actually got for only $101 between my wife and 2 daughters, and I'll tell you more about that later on in the video. So here is another view. There's a big TV there. As you can see, sometimes they play sporting events or movies. And here is my family in front of the ship. Here's my 5-year-old daughter. After a long day of playing, she needed to relax in the hot tub. And there's live music behind her, if you could see that. Almost every afternoon and evening, and during the day, there's live music. And another great feature is the unlimited amount of soft serve yogurt you can have. So they have chocolate, vanilla, in cones, and you can have as much of that as you want. Here is the map of the ship, and it shows you deck by deck where everything is, and we're right in front of Sapphire Dining room. So this is the main dining room that you could eat at for free. It's included, there's no additional charge, and right outside of it is the menu. So you have the appetizers, you could see the desserts, the main courses, and you could also see other restaurants too, like Chopped Grill on this menu. So it's a great way to see what you want to eat for the day. And inside the Sapphire Dining room, it's really nice. The waiters are well dressed, great service. It's a really beautiful dining room, and the food is delicious. It's not usually this crazy. This is just a little activity for the waiters, and the service is amazing. So this is me with my daughter, and the server saw that I wasn't able to cut the lobster, so she came over and cut it for me. And this is when the waiters were singing for everybody. So as you can see here, it's 3 stories with the inside gutted out with a beautiful chandelier. Plenty of room for everybody to eat. And here we have a braised lamb shank on broccoli rabe with steamed vegetables, an Indian curry dish, and turkey with mashed potato and gravy. There's plenty to eat for everybody. You could also have breakfast here for free. You could either do buffet or a la carte dining. So with a la carte, you could order anything you want from the menu. Here's a look from the third floor of the dining room. Here's the second floor of the dining room, and this is actually breakfast, the buffet of the breakfast, and there's plenty to choose from. Speaking of breakfast, here is the Windjammer, which serves 3 meals a day, and you could wash your hands going in or out. They take sanitation and cleanliness very serious. So the Windjammer is buffet style dining. Here you have bread. This is actually the transition between breakfast and lunch. So I got in right when it was not too crowded, so I could show you guys a lot of food and not too much crowd. So here's all the breakfast food, hash browns, and an unlimited amount of bacon. So much bacon there. And the food here was really delicious as well. Everything was fresh. They're constantly changing it out. Fresh fruit constantly as well. And here is the side of the dining room, almost floor to ceiling windows. Really beautiful if you could get a seat there. I recommend not going during peak eating hours because it could get really crowded to get those side seats. Here is the lunch that they're preparing. It's not open yet. Here is the back of the Windjammer. So this is the best place to sit in my opinion. It's less crowded and you get a view of the back of the ship. So this is the back side of the ship, and when you're cruising out in the middle of the sea, you get a really nice view. And it's actually a lot easier to find seating here. It's not as crowded. And here is the bar of the Windjammer. So you could get all the drinks you want while you're eating your meals. They don't serve drinks during breakfast. Here is the thirst quencher bar. It's just non-alcoholic drinks, water, tea, coffee, juice, and they are setting up for the dining for lunch. And here is Izumi. This is another restaurant on the ship. This is a paid restaurant. You could take sushi making classes. They make the sushi right in front of you. Here is another specialty restaurant, which you do have to pay extra for. It's Giovannis Table, an Italian restaurant. I love that Vespa and picture of Italy. It gives it a nice touch. And the decor inside is really nice as well. It's got an open kitchen and nice blue and gold theme. Next is another specialty dining restaurant, Chops Grill. So this is a steakhouse. So if you're looking to get really juicy steaks, this is the place to go. It's got a retro feel to it with really nice gold trim on everything. It kind of gives you a like a real fine steakhouse experience. Another dining that is paid for, you do have to pay for it. It's $9.99 a day, and you get all the burgers and shakes and fries that you could eat here. And following that, after Johnny Rockets, it is the golf course, mini golf course. That's the end of it. And here we have the ping pong tables. And when we go upstairs, this is actually my favorite part of the ship. And as you see, people are watching because there's always something going on here, and you could spectate even if you don't want to participate. It's the FlowRider. So you can do the boogie board on the flow riding. It doesn't hurt when you wipe out. Don't get intimidated. The instructors are really helpful with helping you get up, whether it's boogie boarding or surfing. This is actually me, my very first time at night trying the FlowRider out, doing the surfing. As you see, I almost wiped out a few times there. And it's actually a lot of fun. Kids of all ages can try this out. It's a great time. And even if you don't want to participate, watching is a lot of fun as well. Here is the big slides, 2 slides. You climb up a few set of stairs and it is a lot of fun. It's twirling around, spinning, and you get shoot out at the bottom. Here's another view of the FlowRider with the back of the ship. It's a really nice view, especially at night as well. It could be really nice. So as we move more into the ship, behind the slides, behind the FlowRider, we have the basketball court. So here you could play basketball anytime you want, unless there's an intense game of dodgeball going on, and it does get really intense. And here is the rock climbing wall right above the basketball court, and I recommend going to the rock climbing really early, and anyone could do this. So this is my 5-year-old daughter doing it. She doesn't really have much experience with rock climbing. Here is my wife doing it as well, so all expertise levels are welcome there. This is actually the beginning of the miniature golf course. And here is the solarium pool. So this is the adult only pool. It's actually ages 16 and up, so you won't hear any of the kids yelling and screaming or playing or noise. It's very quiet, a great place to relax. And it has plenty of lounge chairs to go to. So if you're looking for a place peace and quiet away from the main pool area, this is definitely the place for you. It's really nicely decorated as well. It's got kind of a Mediterranean feel to it with tile on the floor and kind of marble pillars. And right behind that here, we have another lounge area. So if the main pool area or the solarium is crowded, this area here barely has anybody here. So there's plenty of lounge chairs if you're looking for quiet and to get some sun away from everybody. This is a nice area too, right behind the solarium. And if we look here, here's another view of the solarium from above. And in the solarium, we have the Solarium Bar. So you could hang out here and drink all day, have a great time. Bartenders are super friendly and they'll definitely take care of you. And speaking of bars, let's go through all the bars of this ship. So there are many different bars on this ship. This bar is right off of the Promenade. And you could get any drinks that you want, almost at any of these bars. This bar is Bolero, so you'll hear some Latin music, some dancing going on here. It's a really fun spot. This is Schooner Bar. This has a really cool sailor feel to it with masts. It's got wood grain. It's got like kind of an old Captain Sailor bar type of feel, and everybody's singing along with different songs here. It's got a great fun feel to it. And here we have the Casino Royale. So here you could play slot machines, plenty of slot machines, blackjack. They have poker tournaments as well, 3-card poker, almost everything that you would find in a regular casino. And to relax or to exercise, we have the Vitality Spa and Fitness Center. So above these stairs, you'll see is the spa center where you could get a massage, you could get all types of spa treatments. And here, down here, you'll see is the fitness center. We have a little yoga room where you could do spin classes as well as other types of classes. And here you have all of the cardio equipment. We have the treadmill, the ellipticals, Stairmaster, and this is in the very front of the ship. So as you're exercising, you get a nice view outside. And so to the right is all the cardio equipment, and to the left is all of the weightlifting equipment, and here is the locker room. If you have to, you could take a shower here if your room is crowded to get ready for the night, and it's no problem. Really nice showers. Here's the steam room. I made sure nobody was in here to take a peek. It's actually a really nice steam room with tile all over the place. And here's the sauna if you're looking for hot heat. Nice cedar sauna room. Plenty of space for everybody to sweat out all those toxins from this ship. And here is the locker room. So to confirm with my wife, it does look the same as the women's locker room. This is actually the men's locker room. And we're gonna take this elevator all the way down to the bottom of the ship. And we're gonna go to the photo area. So this is where you could purchase any photos that was taken of you on the ship. And you could just purchase it right here on these screens, look through all the photos. And right next to that is Studio B, where you could learn, or actually not learn, but go ice skating. They actually have an ice skating rink with shows as well on this ship. It's pretty amazing to think that they have an ice skating rink on this ship, and plenty of amazing shows, really entertaining. And here's the Imperial Lounge. So here you'll find smaller shows, more for adults, and you could, just relax here. It's not so much for kids, so you could have little games here as well to partake in. And below the Imperial Lounge is the Lyric Theater. So this is the main theater where you'll find a lot of the entertainment. It's a really big theater, so it's got plenty of seats. Here you'll find great shows with magicians, comedians, there'll be singing shows, and a lot of great talent comes here. Every single night it's a different show. And here's the second level of the theater where you get a great view as well. Plenty of kids entertainment here as well. Some of the shows go really late at night. And let's take this elevator all the way up to the top of the ship. So we have a better view of the promenade here. Going up and up, here is the solarium. And we're at the top, and at deck 14 you'll find the Blue Moon. So here they have a lot of jazz shows, and this is mainly for adults as well. Great view overlooking the pool area, and a great view overlooking the sea as well. So here you'll find another bar as well where you could drink any drinks that you want. Here you'll find the chapel. So it is non-denominational. Whatever faith you have, you could take advantage of this peaceful place in the chapel at the top. The suite lounge is a private lounge. You do need access. It's private membership only. And here is the Elvis impersonators in the promenade. So I did this cruise with my wife and 2 daughters. We had an amazing time. I highly recommend it. It was 6 nights. We went to Mexico and Grand Cayman. And if you want to watch how I was able to book this cruise for $101, you could click this link on the screen right here. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.